Hello, dear students. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 5 of your NCERT book, Separation of Substances. Introduction. In our daily life, we see many situations where we separate a substance from another substance. Let us see an example. We see our mother straining her tea in the kitchen, separating cotton from its seeds with the process known as ginning, separating the residue of cream while making homemade ghee, etc. Now, in this PPT, we will learn about the various ways by which we separate different substances. The one such method is hand picking. In the picture here, you can see several people are hand picking something. Hand picking is a process of separation of substances by which we separate slightly larger sized impurities like pieces of dirt, stone, and husk from crops like wheat, rice, or pulses. Hand picking is quite convenient method for separating not very large impurities from crops. Second method in this row is threshing. You know that threshing is an ancient way of separating done by farmers to remove seeds from harvested crops? Yes, there are three types of threshing. One is manual, another animal threshing, and the third one is machine threshing. In manual threshing, threshing is done manually. It is done by beating the harvest on a hard surface. In animal threshing, threshing is done when there are large quantities of stalks, animals trampled on a mat where the stalks are spread over. In machine threshing, the threshing is done by a diesel engine or electric motor, which also saves time and labor. Machine threshing is a modern way of doing threshing. In this slide, you can see manual threshing, animal threshing, and machine threshing pictures. Next method is winnowing. This is an ancient way of separation done by farmers to separate heavier and lighter component of a mixture by wind or by blowing air. In this process, a person stands on a raised platform and slowly drop the mixture of seeds and chaff on the floor. Due to wind, the chaff will be blown away and the seeds will drop down. The chaff or husk collected is used as fodder for cattle. In the pictures, you can see winnowing being done by females and male farmers. The next method in the row is sieving. Sieving is both used in industries and domestic work. In this process, a sieve made out of steel mesh is used for separating slightly larger impurities. You might have seen sieving done when your mother is preparing a cake and she sieves the flour so that the cake would be soft. Or you might have seen this during a construction work in a construction site where workers separate stones and pebbles from the sand. After sieving, let us go to sedimentation method. Sedimentation is defined as the separation process in which solids are separated from the liquid. All the solids mixed in the liquid settle down at the bottom of a beaker and on the top a clear layer of liquid is obtained. Sedimentation is a process by which heavier impurities present in liquid normally settles down at the bottom of the container containing the mixture. The process takes some amount of time, but it is used for separating impurities from water to make the clean water. After sedimentation, we will move forward towards decantation in this slide. Decantation is defined as the separation process in which two immiscible liquids, immiscible means liquids which do not normally mix, like water and oil. So liquids or one another. Decantation method is done by pouring out the clear upper layer of liquid and leaving behind the immiscible liquid or solid after sedimentation. Decantation method is used for separating oil from water. Now let us move towards filtration method. Filtration is the process of separating solid particles from a liquid by passing through the pores of filter paper. Filtration is used like many other processes for removing very small impurities from dirty water or separating fruit leftovers from the fruit juice. In this figure, you can see a filter paper is being used to filter the mixture. Evaporation. The changing of a liquid into vapors or gas is called evaporation. Evaporation is used to obtain a solid substance that has dissolved in water or any other liquid. The dissolved substance is left as a solid residue when all the water has been evaporated. Copper sulfate is soluble in water. Its crystals dissolve in water to form copper sulfate solution. During evaporation, the water evaporates, leaving behind solid copper sulfate crystals. In the picture given here, you can see beautiful copper sulfate crystals in the petri dish. Condensation. Condensation is the method of changing of water vapor into liquid water on cooling. When liquids come in contact with the cold outside surface of glass, they get salt crystals from water with the help of evaporation. Thank you for watching this presentation.